Hello and welcome. I am Ash Mannix. It is Wednesday evening once again, and I find myself playing some more Island. Um, yeah, sorry, distractions. We are going to continue playing some more Island in the last part of the playthrough. We were going to find out some interesting info about Rene. There was a paper that we were given, something from God, I'm fucking terrible with names. Uran? What the fuck? Sarah's mom. Maria, right? And it seemed to have something interesting on it, which we didn't find out. Hello there, Evangelidon. Welcome to the stream. The last episode of Gundam 00 Season 2, so I may be in and out for the next 30 minutes or so. Oh my god. I have not... Right, okay, speaking about Gundam 00, I watched Season 1. I never watched Season 2. Not because I didn't like it, but because I was a lazy shit and just never got to watching it for whatever reason. So... I really should... Fuck, I'd need to watch Season 1 again. Oh well, such is life. Right, let's get into this, shall we? Let's get to the game. Let's continue. Huh? Island. Wait, no. No. This is fucking wrong. Is it? Shit. I don't trust the continue fucking thing. Oh no. Okay, that is right. Okay, fair enough. Imagine I don't say you should watch it before it's taken off the rolls of Crunchy. You know, you're right. There's a movie after Season 2? Fuck. Right, anyway. I'm probably never going to catch up with it because I'm fucking lazy. I have just not really been catching up with anime recently. It's just been, I don't know, busy. I've been sketching a bit more at... Having said that, I'll probably try... I need to do a drawing stream this week sometime. I want to keep that up. Maybe I'll try drawing a Gundam again. I don't know. But I'm going to keep that up just because I get a lot out of it and it feels zen and it's cool to chat to people while doing it. So anyway, let us continue. It's a sweltering night. I'm lying spread-eagled on the bed with the windows wide open and a calm night breeze blowing in, but my body just refuses to cool down after my bath. If anything, I'm only getting hotter. My feet naturally guide me towards that place, the place where I first met her. No, that's not true. The past is connected to the future, and the future is connected to the past. Cause and effect are just as inseparable as endings and new beginnings. I thought it was the first time we'd met, but that's not true. Ah! My legs start running. There's plenty of evidence. The way Rene started acting exactly like her when she got drunk. The things Kuon said about her waiting for somebody alone on the beach. What's going on here? Evangelii Donut is saying sketching is good. Wait, also... Evangelii Donut is saying Season 2 is only 17 episodes at least. I still need to watch Season 1 again though. I really have to. I don't know if I can put myself through it. Evangelii Donut is saying Setsuna spread eagle is an image I didn't want to picture. Screw you. I know, right? Anyway. Right, what is he going on about? The things Kuon said about her waiting for somebody alone on the beach. The face of that young girl in the photo of that summer festival. They never showed the photo, and I was like, why? The list of soup blight syndrome patients in Uran, that's her name, Uran's file. The DNA test results she gave me. And most importantly,
もしもう一度私に出会えたら。
What? What? Is the Rene of this current time actually this Rene who came 5 years ago? My mind's kind of fucking running, man. I'm thinking about all of this. So Setsuna had to go into the future to become the Setsuna of the past. Because if I got this right, this Rine is the one that appears after 5 years being missing. And she's of a certain age, maybe this age. And then, like, what? And she's been waiting for our man who came from the future. So she went back to the past. The future Rene went back to the past and has been waiting for us to come back from the past. And that's why. So, like, the Rene of the Rene of the present has always been future Rene, and that's why she's like, "You're not the same Setsuna." What? Evangel Donut saying, "Uran's best girl." No, the infinite time loop stuff that this game tries to do doesn't make sense when you think about it.
もう一度好きになってあげて。
I'm falling in love with her all over again. Rene! I can't fucking shout. She stands there in the white sand in her usual hat, at the centre of her night kingdom. At my call, she turns around. The moonlight softly illuminates her windswept hair.
やっと来てくれた。
The girl smiles. It's her usual smile, the same one she used to wear back in those days. Yeah, that's right. Is that the reason I've continued my long, long journey? To see this girl smile.
どうしたの？息切らせちゃって。
Look at that. The starry night. Fucking hell, I can't bloody. It's beautiful. Purples and shit. Man, I don't see. We don't see the night sky like this. I think most people don't see the night sky like this if they lived up in this built up area. Well, I already made you wait long enough.
別に約束した覚えはないけど。
But you were waiting, weren't you?
うん。
She's been waiting here on the small beach for a very long time, just so she could see him once more.
じゃあ始めよっか。いつも。
Oh shit. But tonight, wait, let me. Shit.
じゃあ始めよっか。いつもの日課を。
Let's go on our usual work, but tonight will be the last time. We're each going to find what we've been searching for and end our journey. What the fuck? Evangel saying what? I think Transam makes more sense than whatever time fuckery is going on in the. Wait. What? Transam? What? It's a tranquil night. Listening to the gentle sound of the waves calms my heart, and the soft ocean breeze cools the glow on my face. Thinking back, it's been a hectic journey. That's why it's best to end it on a quiet note. This is the most fitting end. A quiet conversation on the beach on a calm, breezy night. I don't understand this. How can it end here? Why is he saying this is going to end here? Oh, Evangelion is saying Gundam Double Trans Am was a thing they did in season 1. Oh, this sounds familiar. Is that like the special fucking engines or whatever the fuck that the Gundams use to make sparkly bullshit?
本当はね、もう来ないかもって思ってた。
Why?
だってこんなめんどくさい女の子嫌いでしょ。
I mean, annoying? Doesn't she mean so afraid of soup blight syndrome that she doesn't dare to go outside?
あのね、もう終わりにしようと思うの。
Mageddon saying that's a GN drive. Transam was the red transformation. Did I ever see the red transformation? Which allowed the suits to basically manipulate time and space. What the fuck? Wait, she's thinking of putting an end to
これ
this?
以上あなたに迷惑をかけるわけにはいかないもの。
What the fuck is going on here? Oh fuck, right, where's my bloody... Oh! Get the guide, guys, get the guide. Options have arrived. Shit, I can't remember what I'm doing here. Save.
こちらに記録しておきますね。
I don't know what you're saying, but saving is what I'm doing. Shit. Shit. Right, where are we? We are on fucking... Why am I swearing? We are on... This is Midsummer. Midsummer. Midsummer is a beautiful time. And this guy doesn't have Midsummer. You absolute pain in the fucking arse. What the fuck? Right, this guy sucks ass. Right. Unformatted. What? Error info. Walkthrough. Summer, Kansar, winter, midsummer. Wait, shit. Shit. Wait, I'm on midsummer, right? Why is this, Right, guys, we're gonna pick... Right, oh my god. I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm going to say... What? She's pretty annoying, she has her reasons. Fuck! Wait, what did she say? I don't want to bother you any longer? I'm not saying that. What happened exactly? What happened to her exactly? I almost asked, but I swallowed my words. Last night, Kuon told me that Rene's past is more complicated than most people's. But it doesn't matter what kind of past she has. The only issue here is whether or not I can accept it. What? Okay, what? This is beginning to sound nefarious. Hey, do you know when your earliest memories are from? Rene lets out a small gasp and averts her gaze. Then, so softly that the rustling of the waves almost drown it out, she says,
10年前
I see. That's what I figured.
私ね、それ以上前の記憶がないの。学校に通っていたことも、友達と遊んだことも、お父さんのこともお母さんのことも、何にも。
Why would she not remember any of these things?
気がついたら、この浜辺に寝転がって、星空を見上げてた。
When Kuan said that Rene was found here on the beach, she wasn't talking about the time she'd been spirited away. She was referring to the time when Rene first washed up here 10 years ago.
まるで、その瞬間に生まれたみたいな気がした。
What? Guys, what's going on here? So 10 years ago is when she first appeared on the beach.
でも、 体が動かなくて、声を出すこともできなくて、息もできなくて。
You couldn't breathe? I know exactly what she's talking about.
覚えてたのはリンネって名前だけ。
She's been in that time machine. What? So she was in that time machine? The one that we used, but that's not, sorry, not the time machine, the sleep machine. The cryogenic stasis machine. Because that's all he remembered. All he remembered was his name. I recently had a similar experience. But it happened to her 10 years ago. Which means that at the time, she would have been 10 years ago. Because she's 23 now, right? 13? She's 17 right now. Fuck, I can't do maths. But time stood still for her during the 5.5 years that she was missing. It's the same as when I went into cold sleep in order to start my journey into the future. To her, 10 years ago feels like a mere 4.5 years ago. That's why she must have been 13 when she first washed up on this beach. Wait, wasn't the Rene from the future 13?
だんだん星の数が減っていって、あ、私はこのまま死んじゃうんだってぼんやり頭の片隅で考えてた。
So wait, what? How does any of this work? Are you from the future?
いっぱいやりたいことがあったはずなのに、やらなくちゃいけないことがあったはずなのに、何にも思い出せなかった。
It was the same for me. All I was left with was a strong sense of duty, but I couldn't remember the crucial details of what I had to do.
でもね、最後の星が消えるその瞬間、男の子の顔が見えたの。私より2つか3つくらい年上の男の子。何度も何度も私の名前を呼んで、必死にこの世界につなぎ止めようとしてくれた。私はその男の子の顔に手を伸ばして、何かを、多分名前を尋ねたんだと思う。
Wait, so is she from the far past? Is she from like... I mean, it can't be 20,000... Wait, what is going on, right? So, when she woke up, it was the same experience that he had when he woke up. Like, the first person he met was Rene, and she was like... I think she woke him up. She asked for his name, but did she really? I tried to recall what I first said when I woke up on this beach myself. What was the name of the one I was really looking for? Right, it was Rene. In that case, the one you're truly looking for. The name you said first should have belonged to... Wait, we have to choose this? God, what the fuck? That's fine, you save.
こちらに記録しておきますね。
Or maybe I should save there. And keep that one
セー
blank.
ブデータを削除しますか？
Because that one's the other choice. Setsuna. Setsuna. Is that whose name she said? No, he's just a fictional character. What? That can't be right. The name he first said belonged to your Setsuna, right? What? Is this... Oh shit. I got it wrong, boys. Got it wrong. Eva Donut saying the name belonged to, quote, your mom.
そしたらね、男の子はニコって笑ってこう答えたの。刹那だって。
I think back to the list of soup-like syndrome patients that Ran showed me. Next to Ohara Norimasa's name, there was another name. Ohara Setsuna? Right, the boy who introduced himself as Setsuna to Rene was actually... What the fuck?
こちらに記録しておきますね。
their son? This is mere speculation on my end, but I can't think of anyone else it could have been. Ohara Setsuna, the boy who was born into this world, is the Ohara family's eldest son. Wait, why does no one else remember? Why is it when he calls himself Setsuna, no one else says, oh yeah, they had a son called Setsuna? That wasn't just the Ohara bloodline that he inherited. He also inherited the gene causing soup blight syndrome and was ostracized by society. The only place where he could play freely was the beach at night. On a certain night, a girl suddenly appeared, calling his name. That moment would end up shaping both their destinies.
次に気がついたら、私は自分の部屋のベッドの上にいて、たくさんの知らない大人に囲まれてた。
The mayor told me I wasn't the first one to wash up on this island. He did say that, I think. And that the previous person brought them nothing but disaster. Oh, why wouldn't they just outright say that a previous person was her at some point? What? Like, why would they craftily keep that?
大人たちは何もわからない私に優しく教えてくれた。
They kindly explained it to you.
嵐の夜に海に落ちたんだとか、3日間も行方不明になってたんだとか、いろいろ。でも、みんなどこか嘘をついてるみたいだった。
What? What? Why would they lie to you about that? They must have had a secret agreement amongst themselves? They planned to turn this girl who'd washed up on the island into a successor for the Ohara family to maintain the balance between the three families? Then where? Is she actually the Rine of legend? And so the girl became Ohara Rine?
刹那の話をしても誰も信じてくれなかった。そんな男の子はいないって。
Did they just ignore the existence of the son because he had soup blight syndrome?
私は夜になると部屋を抜け出してこの場所に来て刹那を探したの。怖かったの。お父さんもお母さんも素顔を見せてくれなくて、本物の両親だなんてとても思えなくて。
It is cool on comment to any of this. This is the reason why Uran was hesitant to show Rine her DNA test results. Vajay Donna says, ignore the existence of the sun. The sun god is displeased. The truth is, she has no parents. Holy shit, there's a whole bunch of options coming up here. Wait, why does this guide not cover any of this? What the fuck? Why has Midsummer not got any options for this? Something's not right here. Where are these? What's up with these guides? Come on, guides. Give me some fucking... Right, here we go. Right, why does... Wait. What? Look, why does this have it, right? Well, first of all, I think I've been doing quite well with the options. What was I going to say? Yeah. No. No. She's not related to them. Soup blight syndrome is a hereditary disease caused by a mutation on the X chromosome. Ohara Norimasa had it. His X chromosome carried a mutation responsible for the disease. So if he had a daughter, it would have definitely been passed on to her. Wait, because men have XY, right? And women have XX, and the disease is on the X chromosome or something. But Rina doesn't have soup-like syndrome, which means that she can't possibly be related to the O'Haras. Genetics, baby.
世界中が私に嘘をついてるみたいで。
So did she come from the future then?
私が信じられるのは刹那だけだった。
The girl had wandered into an unfamiliar world. Having lost all her memories, the boy had been raised in complete secrecy and isolation, as if his existence had to be erased from the world. Holy fucking shit. It was natural for the two to gravitate towards each other. They needed each other after all. But that mutual dependence distorted their relationship. They met by chance, led by a false sense of destiny, and I know the conclusion of their story. It ended in tragedy because they allowed their supposed destiny to control them. And Rina was left alone in this world, waiting for the real Setsuna to return, all by herself on this beach of fated meetings. It's okay, Rini. I understand.
でも私には刹那がいたのに。あなたと刹那は違うのに。
Don't worry. It's fine this way. Irene, I told you, didn't I? That you'd one day be able to love again. And you simply believed what I said. You simply tried to fulfill your promise. It didn't have to be someone with the same name, you know. It could have been anyone, as long as they made you happy. And yet, honestly, you're always so...
いいの。あなたは本当にいいの。
You've crossed through centuries, leaving our meeting behind in a distant future, and yet...
こんな私でいいの。
You're choosing me again? Yeah, you're the only one for me. Because I'm Setsuna.
刹那。
Many Setsunas have existed throughout the ages. The one from the legend, the one from the O'Hara family, and the one who lost his life as a member of the exploration team. But I'm none of them. I'm me, the one and only. That's right, I'm Setsuna, and I've crossed through time just to see you. It's been a long, long journey. It's been fun at times, but pretty rough overall. It always takes me too long to realise what's truly important, and I've missed so many chances I had to catch you. But I won't let go of you anymore. I'll never let you go. Not until we meet our fate.
ねえ、あなたは昔の私のことを知ってるの？
So, what happened here was, she's the Rene from the future that somehow came back to the past. Came back to a different past, met a different Setsuna, who she fell in love with, who died. But she was originally in love with this Setsuna from the future. Wow, this is well fucking confusing. Yeah, I know you better than anyone in the world. You only knew her for like 3 weeks or
聞
something.
かせて。昔の私とあなたはどんな関係だったの？
Illegal. Now it's okay. Well, is it? No different from the way things are
も
now.
うそれずるい。
It seems that I've got no choice but to tell her. About our memories together. We often used to walk together, searching for something, just like we are
こ
now.
の浜辺を
No, in a perfectly white world covered by a blanket of snow.
雪？
The clear azure skies stretch out endlessly above us, the sun shining brilliantly down upon us.
太陽。
Together we walked to the ends of that world.
探し物は見つかったの？
Yeah, it turned out to be a lot closer than we thought, but but I didn't realize it at the time. Thinking back, it was probably because I took it for granted. She was always at my side. She stuck with me through the worst of times, even when I'd lost sight of myself, turned rotten and almost withered away. And that's why I was able to find what I'd been looking for. And you know, the place we met.
その話はまたいつか聞かせて。
Aren't you curious?
そりゃ気にはなるけど。私とあなたの出会いはこの小さな浜辺。今はそれでいいの。だってその方がずっと運命的だもの。
You may be right. The eldest daughter of the O'Hara family, Rine, and her servant, Sanzenkai Setsuna. She's right, it's fine this way, for now. A bright future awaits us. A brilliant future, which nobody has ever seen before.
帰ろっか、セツナ。私たちの家に。
Yeah, let's go home, Rine. But if she one day regains her memories, then I'll tell her everything. All about the fantastic adventures we had together. Are you going to tell her that you got everyone else killed? Because you did do that. Ah, shit. It's not going to show this, is it? Let me check why. Well, I think this is like, is this the first ending we've had, or have we had endings before? It's been so long, man. Evangelidon saying sorry, apparently Crunchyroll didn't show all the episodes of Gundam 00 Season 2. It's 25. Oh my god, they didn't. What? Careful, Ash, you're going to get a brain aneurysm. Roll credits. Yep. Oh, this is a CG and a half. Bloody hell. Oh. Evangelidon saying we have finally escaped this hellish island. No! No, Evangelidona. You assume wrong. This is, let me check this. Now, I'm going to be honest, Evangelidona, I liked all the sections where we were on the beach island, the present island. I just hated winter. That can fuck right off. And you know what? Pardon me. That kind of ruined it for me. Why could she not have been 16? Oh, sorry, 18. Why could he not have been 18 and she was 18 at the time? And then 5 years pass, or 10 years, or whatever. Why could we not have done that? Or just less time. I don't know. Evangelidon, I don't think winter ruined this game for me. Like, it just introduced this weird... I mean, to be honest, I don't think... I mean, she fell in love with him. Ah, why'd she have to be 13, man? I don't know, that is just like... And then the car and stuff. And then everyone just died. I don't know. I don't... I hurt my soul. Wait, there's an option. Wait, there's an option at the end? Oh wait, no. What? I'll be honest, Evangelidon, you say that, but I don't think anyone actually enjoyed winter. Um. Island. Oh, oh, is he writing in the book? Setsuna and Rine found everything they'd been searching for and lived happily ever after. Oh. The end. What? Phew. I laid down my pen after I finished writing the closing words of my story. Reading back over what I wrote, though, I realise, maybe I don't have a talent for this after all. My grammar is a bit shaky at points, and what's up with that ending? It's so embarrassing to look at. It actually makes me cringe. Maybe I should make the ending more bittersweet. Give it a more mature feel. What? I turn around towards the source of the voice. Oh, epilogue. Evangelist saying, you say that Ashbutter's reviews and walkthroughs have stated, in quotes, winter is the best part. Man, that was one review, to be fair. I don't know if there's more that had that, but... Rine? Demanding much? Huh? But I left a note on the table. That is one hell of a fucking note. Yeah, sorry about that. I just couldn't think of a good way to end my story, so I went out for a change of pace. Mate. Some time has passed since that summer. September is about to come to a close. This once sweltering island has started cooling down for fall, although the sunlight is almost as harsh as before, so it still feels like midsummer. Honestly, when is fall actually going to arrive? Slowly but surely, Rine is starting to get used to going out. She can even come all the way to the harbour by herself now. The island folk all gave her strange looks at first, but now they all greet her with a friendly smile. It seems like they were pretty worried about Rine, despite everything. What a bunch of tsunderes, lol. Now that we've gotten to know more people, it's become a lot more fun to go out. Rine and I take walks all over the island as part of our daily routine. Whenever she gets hot, she pulls the zipper of her hoodie down to her chest, leaving me at a loss for where to direct her gaze. Does she not wear anything under that hoodie? Why did she just wear a giant hoodie? That can't be good for the summer. I never imagined her to be wearing nothing but lingerie and well, there you go if you were wondering. At this rate, it shouldn't be long until she's able to wear short sleeves. Oh, she wears the hoodie to cover everything because she's... okay. Maybe I'll even see her in a swimsuit next summer. I can't wait. God damn it. Setsuna. I don't know what's gotten into Karen, but she suddenly said she was going to apply for the National Center test? What the fuck's that? Apparently she visited a college's open campus event when the major sent her to the mainland for an errand. And that kindled a spark in her. The major... oh, is that the guy that is the captain of the boat? Every day after school, she barges into my room with an armful of textbooks. What am I going to do with her? Right, so we still have a question, right? Who is Setsuna? Because we've established there is the Setsuna of the Ohara family, who was... That's why there was a note in the Ohara library that says, I have to kill Setsuna. Because they want to get rid of the blemish, quote unquote, on the family tree. God damn, that family sucks ass. Evangelist says, the same comments we read said as much. Remember, we only found a single negative review. That is true. I can only teach her the very basics, so usually she just sits at my desk by herself, diligently studying in silence. That's good. It feels awkward to just sit and watch, so I've tried my hand at solving some of the problems myself a couple of times, but it's no use. I don't get it at all. It's a little sad how the distance between us seems to be growing larger every day. Jokes aside, she knows her stuff. All that remains now is exam strategies and choosing which colleges to apply for. Oh my god! I found a pretty good advisor for those things, so I've decided to leave her to look after Karen. What was her name again? Sarah and Uran, no, Maria, have started living together. That's good. Maria has been gathering a ton of donations as the devoutly religious regard her return from the dead as a Garando family miracle. Well, none of my business, I suppose. I heard she's sending the donations to a medical research facility on the mainland, so I don't mind turning a blind eye. Sarah probably has mixed feelings about her mum's sudden return, but they are getting along pretty well for now. When I went to check on them recently, they were happily raking leaves on the shrine grounds together and preparing grilled corn in the cob. I smile, thinking back to how Sarah, almost stepping into the fire in her excitement, got herself a severe scolding from Maria. It seems like Maria can act like a real mother sometimes. Wow. She told me she's planning to go back to the mainland when things are settled, though. And by that she means whenever Sarah's grown up and started a family of her own. Oh, fair enough. She must have the patience of a saint. Lol. At any rate, the island has slowly but surely started to change. Mia Kurutsu, who now occasionally comes over for drinks with Kuon, has changed his policies, deciding to reopen the offshore platform to help promote the redevelopment of the island. It's not uncommon anymore to see people from the mainland in the harbour. Karen's older brother, Subaru, came back to the island for summer vacation, and it seems like he taught some sense into the mayor. He told me it was thanks to everything I've done for Karen, but I'm not some kind of babysitter, am I? Honestly, he's always been a disagreeable guy, and probably always will be. As for me...
やっと完成したんだ。おめでとう、せつな。
Evangelon is saying I'm glad Uran and Sarah are back again. Me too. Me too. Well, this is just the first draft. There's still lots of details I'm not satisfied with, so it's not really something I can show to people just yet. Hint, hint.
あらあら、一発の作家気取りね。
Shut up. On a whim, I've taken it upon myself to write a continuation of what unfinished novel we found in the old hut on the shore. Oh, sorry, of that unfinished novel we found in the old hut on the shore. I felt kind of sorry for it being left unfinished, but it appears that I don't have any literary talent. Going over my manuscript, I realise that the plot is all over the place. I can't help but feel that it's mediocre at best.
いいんじゃない？やっぱり物語の終わりはハッピーエンドじゃなきゃね。
Yes. If it wraps up everything. Rini gently runs her finger over the final sentence. Setsuna and Rini found everything they'd been searching for and lived happily ever after. But, well, if you say so. I unconsciously avert my gaze. I think I still haven't gotten used to this happiness. I've been feeling somewhat antsy for a while now. Here, for you.
Eh?
I wrote it as a gift for you. Rini accepts the notebook with a sparkle in her eyes. That's so interesting that So, the Setsuna she fell in love with when she came to the island was a different Setsuna. But that was the person that she was originally in love with. So they superseded that by him going to the future to become the original Setsuna that she fell in love with. Which is... like, how did Kuon and them lot know to send him to the future? Wait, why were they sending... oh no, they were sending him to the future because eventually they'd be able to make a time machine to go back to the past before what she did. But then the time machine they made makes no sense. It was a massage chair. Anyway, let's continue. Rini accepts the notebook with a sparkle in her eyes.
ありがとう、せつな。
She gives me a radiant smile. I have to say that it's not my best work though.
私が読みたかったのはちょうどこんなお話よ。
You're just saying that because he wrote it. It's an action-adventure story in which a boy from the future saves a lonely girl. Thinking back, it almost seems as if the occupant of that hut had the power to foresee the future. Or maybe he was trying to write his own conclusion to the island's legend.
ねえ、エピローグはないの？
No, it's meant to end there. I wrote everything I wanted to write.
もうちょっとあるでしょ？ほら、何かこう。
The hero and the heroine got together. What more could there be?
結婚とか？
Holy shit. Oh? I gaze up at the sky and go, fuck! Commitment, guys. Gotta run. The summer sun gently washes over us. It'll still be a while until fall arrives. It still feels like midsummer. It's not a bad idea. Let's have a wedding. Just like that, what the fuck?
そうしましょう。それがいいわ。
What the fuck? The story may have come to a close, but our lives will go on. We're still in the middle of our long journey. Engagement rings have to be worth about 3 times your monthly salary, right? I'll need to save up for another 2 months then.
いらないわよ、そんなの。結婚指輪だけでいい。
You know, Rene, you're a keeper.
だから、今すぐがいい。
You want it right now? A bit demanding. We have plenty of time, but that's exactly why she shouldn't be standing still. Sorry, we shouldn't be standing still. Okay, Rene. Right now we're facing a future.
じゃあ、始めよっか。私たちのエピローグを。
I'll be honest. I quite like this ending, which nobody has ever seen.
これからいろいろ忙しくなってくるわね。式はサラちゃんにお願いするとして、披露宴ってうちでいいのかしら。
Let me check something, guys.
こちらに記録しておきますね。タイトルに戻りますね。
I want to check something.
アイランド。では、お好みのセット。おまけ画面に行きま。CG を鑑賞します。
What the fuck is etc.? Oh shit! Shit! Guys, how are we only halfway through this? Oh no. What's this? Alright, we've already done etc. apparently. No, right, okay. Calm down, calm down. We're halfway through this because there's another ending. Let's go back. Continue.
それでは続きから始めましょう。
Are we gonna have the wedding?
これからいろいろ忙しく。
Shouldn't we talk to Kuon first of all?
あ、そっか。すっかり忘れてた。
You forgot. Oh my god. Well, it does feel a bit late at this point.
なんなら、私から報告しておこっか
Report it to her. She's been like a mum to you. God damn. Also, Kuon, best girl. That wouldn't sit right with me either. Wait, if Kuon has Soup Blight syndrome, is that because Kuon was actually... Who's Kuon then? They said that she was the maid. Asking the girl's parents for their daughter's hand in marriage is the man's job. Something I have to do myself. I'll have to put my all into it. Evangelion saying the ride never ends. I suppose I can't keep on working as a servant at this point.
そんなの気にしなくていいのに。
What? No, it's important. No matter how rich you are, I'd feel like a failure of a man if I had to mooch off you for the rest of my family. Wait, aren't you... Okay, let's think about this. She's not actually the daughter of the O'Hara family. So isn't she, like, stealing their money? Or is Kuon actually... Because they said Kuon was the maid or something, right? They said Kuon wasn't actually the mum, the wife. Am I missing something here, guys? Let's see. Maybe I can be somebody's bodyguard again. Something on the bulletin board next to the shrine gate catches my eye. Now hiring head priest. Are you joking? That's it.
何々？御所と食事の提供あり。
And look at this. Apparently the position includes a virgin... Wait, what the hell? This must be Maria's doing. She's the only one I know who would write a crazy job posting like this. Oh shit. Geez, there's no need to rush. Give it some time and I'm sure Sarah will find someone herself.
そうね。いいんじゃない？少女の嫁。
Your smile is scaring me, Princess Rene. Ugh.
この間だって、サラちゃんと仲良く魚釣りしてたじゃない。
I read that as finishing, and that sentence became a lot more sinister. We were just catching our dinner, and you were there too.
カレンとだって毎晩二人きりで部屋にこもって、何やってるんだか？
That's a good point, but isn't it your house? Can you not just check in? I'm just helping her study. Plus, hasn't she been studying in your room too lately?
今度、本土にデートに行くとかなんとか。
Oh, damn. I mean, I get why, but also... My shopping trip and her mock exam just happened to fall on the same day. Wait, why is he not taking Rene with him? Wait, why is he not taking Rene with him? Can she not go to the mainland? If he's going shopping, wouldn't you go with your girlfriend? I don't know. Rene puffs up her cheeks and pouts at me. Why is she so upset? Come on, man. Are you that stupid? Are you asking, like... And because she shouldn't be upset, or are you asking like genuinely like why in the hell would she be upset at all about this? But there really aren't any decent jobs on this island. Maybe it would be better to go to the mainland for work. But I don't really have any connections there. Yeah, we don't know who you actually are. Wait, maybe I do.
せつなさん、ため息なんてついてどうされましたか？
Momoka, that's her name. Oh, I do like Momoka. Oh, speak of the devil. I was just thinking that I really need to find a decent job soon. Didn't you mention you were hiring part-timers a while ago?
ここのところ猫の手も借りたい状況でして、せつなさんでしたら大歓迎ですよ。短期のバイトですから大した額はお出しできませんが、一応一食10はこちらで用意させていただいています。
Dude, what's all these jobs that provide meals and lodging? Where the fuck are these jobs?
成果を出していただければ、私から技術職員に推薦して差し上げられるかもしれません。
I don't really get what it entails, but this job seems worth a try. Ask what the job is, you dumbass.
ねえ、せつな。
What? That scared me.
こちらの愛くるしい女性はどちら様？
Oh, has she not met Momoka before? We've not met Momoka before. Technically in this timeline. Oops, I forgot that these two haven't met before. Yambuki Momoka, 23 years old. 23, damn. She's a distinguished professor. A professor at 23? Fuck off! Anyway. She's a distinguished professor from some university on the mainland, currently visiting for fieldwork. A professor at 23? Haha! Yeah, man. Anime logic.
やめてくださいよ、先生だなんて。私はまだ学生の身で、この島には勉強の一環として。
Okay, that makes sense. She's actually a student and comes here for part studies, and he's just a dumbass.
ずいぶん仲がいいみたいだけど。
No, he's just a pervy asshole with everyone. I asked her to help Karen with her entrance exams, right, Momoka?
はい、決して怪しい関係ではありませんよ。そもそも私、男性に興味ありませんから。
Ah, yes. Wow, what a way to introduce yourself. I mean, to be fair, I think that's the best thing to say to someone whose partner is giving you daggers from that, you know.
あなたがリンネさんですね。お会いできて感激です。
Momoka grabs Rini's hand and looks at her in awe. Wait, don't tell me.
世界で唯一のコールドスリーパー。ぜひ、ぜひ、サインをお願いします。
Wait, so we've confirmed that she was in cold sleep, right? So did that that cold sleep machine come from the far past? Oh yeah, she's always been like this.
コールドスリープ？何のことかしら。
Ah, Rina's not aware of this, but we are. It's okay, Rina. She's the one who originally told me about it. That's how we became acquainted in the first place. That day, she suddenly told me that she'd revealed the secret of this world to me, with a mysterious expression on her face. Kind of creeped me out at first. But all that she told me was that what really happened to Rina, that she'd actually gone into cold sleep when she was said to have been spirited away. And it's not fair for the person in question to be left in the dark, so I told Rina about it too. After she learned the truth, she had a troubled expression on her face for a while, but now, well, as you can see.
申し訳ありません。つい興奮のあまり取り乱してしまい。ねえ、そんなにすごいことなの？コールドスリープって。そりゃもう、現在装置を分析中ですが、未知の技術の塊ですよ。リンネさんの体も隅から隅まで徹底的に分析したい。
Holy shit. Everybody, first of all, good voice acting. Be wary, she's got the love heart eyes. Danger's approaching.
そう、またいつかね。
Run, Rina! Momoka looks like she could start drooling any moment and really slowly inches away. Probably for the best. Does she have a crush on Rina after all? Maybe. Momoka, feel free to examine every crevice of my body to your heart's content, mate.
ご冗談を。私男性には一切合切これっぽっちも興味ありませんから。
What, not even in the scientific sense? That's too bad. I'm actually a cold sleeper myself and an experienced time traveler to boot. I haven't told anybody about that yet, by the way. I finally obtained a peaceful life. I wouldn't want people thinking that I'm strange in the head. Mate, that is way too late for that. I get the feeling that Maria knows, but whatever. The only ones who believe anything she says are the old folks.
あ、そんな話をしてる場合じゃありませんでした。定例会議があるので戻りませんと。それではお二方ともごきげんよう。
After giving us a polite nod, Momoka starts heading towards the town. But then she turns back.
そうそう。お仕事の件忘れていました。
She hands me some sort of pamphlet. Welcome to Urashima, the island of Ryugujo.
これを皆さんにお配りしていたところなんです。島の方と協力して作ったんですよ。島の振興と私たちの研究の周知を兼ねて。
The design looks rather cheap, but I can feel that a lot of love and effort was put into it.
私、普段は海上ステーションにおりますので、もしその気になられましたらご連絡を。
They have a phone on the
電話番号は
platform?
パンフレットをご覧ください。
Nice.
もちろん、リンネさんもその気になられましたら
Oh my god,
大歓
Momoka.
迎ですよ。
Stop being so pervy. Momoka adds before finally heading off.
私、その仕事受けない方がいい気がする。
Yeah, it's for the best. Evangel don't sing, mate, everyone thinks you're fucked. Yeah, everyone thinks Setsuna is fucked. Too late for wanting people to think you're normal. Me too. But the offshore platform, huh? I look out onto the open sea. A single silver dot is sitting on the horizon, shining in the
よ
sun.
かった。取り壊しが中止になって。ああいう人たちが来てくれると、この島も元気になるもの。
She's never really mentioned it before, but Rini was probably feeling guilty. If she hadn't been spirited away, the platform might not have been closed in the first place. And in that case, the island would have developed much faster. Time stood still here during the 5.5 years that Rini was missing. But when Rini woke up, the clock started ticking again. Wait a minute, wait a minute. She first appeared on the island 10 years ago, and she washed up on the island, was inherited as the daughter of the O'Hara family, and then they somehow pretended that she was always their family, and then the 5 years ago she got quote unquote spirited away when she was actually in cold sleep for 5 years. Is that how this works? I think that's what they're saying. Maybe they were waiting. Rini was waiting for my return as she slept. And in turn, the island might have been waiting for Rini to wake up.
どういう意味？
No, it's nothing.
あ、もしかして恥ずかしいこと考えてた？
How do you know?
わかるわよ。セツナのことは何でもね。
No, you don't. Haha. Oh, then why don't you tell me what I'm thinking right now?
と、
There's no way she'll get it right. I can tell, because I know much more about her than she knows about me.
私のこと？
How did you know? I mean, it's all he thinks about. Maybe Rina's memories will never return. The thought has crossed my mind quite a few times recently. But I wouldn't mind. Even if her memories don't return, her experiences are still part of her. No matter how many times they're rewritten, they shape the person who Rina is today. It's meaningless to try and distinguish the real experiences from the fake. As long as she's not wearing a mask, there's no pretense either. There's only Rina's true self, and everything it's made up of. Oh, that was a quick segue. Rina and I haven't taken our walk on the beach anymore since that day. There's no need to, now that we found what we were looking for. We both lost a lot along the way. We were losing things the entire time. But it would be so sad wasting every day chasing after traces of the past. We're only familiar with a small corner of the world. So if we're going to chase after something, we should pursue a future that we haven't seen before. Of course, it's better to leap into a bright future than to keep on dwelling on the dark past. It just took us this long to realise. We probably didn't mind the long detour. Well, we don't hate ourselves for taking it at least. I stay with Rina until she falls asleep on her bed, and then my feet carry me to the beach. Back when I was searching for myself on this beach with her. Back when I was searching for junk in the snow with her. I was always repeating the same actions. Kind of pathetic if you think about it. But now I cherish my memories of those times. If I told anybody about it, You'll probably never believe me. So my memories are my treasure, mine alone. I take a walk around the beach as I think, before finding myself back in the spot where I started. And there, of all places, a familiar figure awaits me.
こんばんは、せつなさん。また会いましたね。
The best girl in the game is Kuan. Evangelion Donut is saying, in quotes, we lost a lot of things along the way. End quote. Like Setsuna's dignity if you actually ever had any. Ouch. Ohara Kuan, the head of the Ohara family, Rine's mother.
今夜も例の日課ですか?
Is she actually Rine's mother? What is going on here? It's kind of become a habit. Well, I suppose you could say I'm on patrol.
いつもありがとうございます。やはり男の方がいてくださると安心できますね。
Do you know, I wonder, we had suspected that Kuon might be a Rine, a version of Rine? Evangelion don't saying Kuon, the grudge has arrived. Oof. Usually we only exchange brief greetings, but it seems she has other plans this time. Actually, I was waiting for you tonight.
あら。
Ooh, waiting for it at night. Alright, this is it. It's the biggest job of my entire life. Oh, to ask for Rine's hand in marriage. I actually wanted to ask you. Calm down, I have to stay calm.
はい。あの子と結婚されるんですよね。
How did you know?
さっき、あの子が嬉しそうに報告してくれましたよ。
She took away my once-in-a-lifetime job. Honestly, I should have forbidden her from mentioning it. So, are you okay with it?
あら、私の許可が必要なことですか?
Of course I do. They may not be related by blood. Yeah, there you go. Well... Yeah, but that doesn't matter. They're family. I mean, that's true. She's the one who has raised Rine and protected her up until today. In that case, she's unmistakably Rine's mother. Hey, Kuon, will you forgive me for trying to take your precious daughter away? Do you think I'm good enough for her? Definitely wasn't good enough before. But now...
そうですね。
She peeks out from beneath her hood and gives me a slight smile.
少し歩きながらお話ししましょうか、せつなさん。
Is she testing me?
こうして男の人と肩を並べて歩いていると、なんだか若い頃を思い出しちゃいますね。
Kuon and I are walking along the waterline at a leisurely pace. Her calm demeanor makes her come across as more mature than me.
あの頃はまさか自分がこうして年寄り臭い話をするようになるなんて思ってもみませんでした。
Evangelion saying, no, Setsuna, you're an enemy of women, the most despicable human being. You're not good enough for her or anyone else for that matter. Oof. Kuon stops and turns to look at me.
せつなさん、残念ですが、人生は楽しいことばかりではありません。少なくとも私の周りに順風満帆な人生を歩めた人はいません。夏美もマリアも、もちろん私自身もそうでした。
Right, didn't Natsumi have a relationship with an underage kid? Didn't Maria, granted she was suffering from a lot of stuff, still leave her kid behind and run away? I mean, they didn't handle things well. No, correction. Natsumi did not have a relationship with the underage kid. The underage kid was initiating it. Maria and Kuon were enabling her, saying go for it, and she was like, no. Bloody hell. Evangelion Donut saying, tell him no, Kuon, do your job. As a mother. Damn. Kuon, who was born into this world just a little sooner than me, and has therefore seen more of the world than I have, speaks quietly of the cruelty and injustice of this world. Cruelty and injustice? Bro. I mean, I know it's bad, right? Natsumi was in a loveless marriage. Maria got herself pregnant and basically forced her husband to marry her. by getting pregnant on purpose. And Kuon, I mean, Kuon was madly in love with Norimasa, right? But she was the maid. So I don't know. I mean, but you did try to encourage Natsumi to have a relationship with an underage boy. So that come on, Kuon, that's not good. But honestly, cruelty and injustice. I mean, that was definitely happening in the future, right? In the far-flung future. I don't know if I'd say it here, man. There's a lot more cruelty and injustice around the world. I mean, you're doing okay, considering, as well as its hopelessness.
せつなさんの人生にも今は想像もできないほどの困難が待っているでしょう。
What? More hardships than you can ever imagine? What? Why? She's exactly right. It's been that way up until now, after all. So I'm certain it'll be the same from here on out. Why would it consist? You went round. You time looped, right? You don't expect to do that more than a couple of times, right? What? Why? What?
それでもあなたはあの子のそばに居続けてくださいますか?
Till death do us part, I suppose. I'd be lying if I said I didn't have my qualms about this. Yeah, this is a scary thing to ask someone. It's like, I wish to marry your daughter. It's like, will you? It's like, oops. But will you stay by our side no matter what happens? And I'm like, wait, what's happening here? Why are you saying this? You give me red flags. The epic adventure of Sanzenkai Setsuna may be over, but my life will go on. Nobody knows what the future will bring, what tragedies might unfold, or when disaster might strike. That's called life, mate. One day I may end up regretting the decision I make today. Oh man, I'm cynical. I don't know, this hurts my soul for him to say this before even marrying her. Yeah, I still want to be with her, no matter what. I'm glad he still wants to. I've had enough of the pain of losing people I care about. Sometimes I even wish that we'd never met in the first place, thinking it would have been better than going through that pain. But I can't deny my own feelings. I just want to spend my time with her, creating new memories together. I'm hopeless. I suck at whatever I do. I'm a fool, an idiot, a pessimist. There isn't a single good thing about me. Well, shit, man. Fuck, I think I just looked in the mirror. At least it's self-aware. And yet I was still able to give it my all this time. It's the first time I've accomplished something. And it's all thanks to her. If she hadn't been there, I would have probably been living a boring, ordinary life without ever accomplishing anything. I would have been living the same kind of cheap life as any other guy.
そんなに自分を卑下することはありませんよ、せつなさん。あなたはあの子を救ってくださいました。この島だって変えてくださいました。あの子は私には過ぎた子です。ですがせつなさん、あなたにはふさわしい伴侶となるでしょう。
This for the first time. I feel like Kuon has bad taste in something. I disagree with her. She's right though. He did save her, and he has managed to change the island for the better. I'm so awed at her words that I don't know how to face her. Instead, I look out onto the ocean. One small light is setting on the horizon in the distance. Subaru told me that you're the one who invited Momoka and her group to the island. During the 5 years Rini was missing, Guan stayed at the closed offshore platform while she continued her search. The discovery of the cold sleep machine on Boryujima with Rini inside was a direct result of her efforts. In that case, you're the one who saved Rini and changed the island. In certain respects, Kuon is similar to how I used to be. She lost someone dear to her, but never gave up the struggle to get her back. That's how she's managed to shape the future that she wanted. I was only able to do what I did because the path had already been paved for me. Evangelion is like, pretty sure that was the game breaking the fourth wall. Ash, another life means you need to get the rest of the endings. Hardships equals bad ends. He's being self-aware. I know. No, Kuon, take that back. It wasn't me who created the time machine in the future, but Rini. And it was Kuon who saved the Rini of this world. I probably just happened to be in the right place at the right time at the junction of history.
歴史に名を刻む人は得てして数奇な運命を持ち合わせているものですよ。
Interesting saying. I'm not like that. The Sanzan Kai Setsuna character from legend might have been an unfortunate guy, but I'm perfectly average. I just happen to come from a different age, that's all. The ones who really leave their mark on history are the people living in those respective ages. But I really want to try living here. I'll become a cog in history's wheel. I'll live my life to the fullest, just like everyone else, so... It's kind of embarrassing to actually say this out loud.
だからそのためにそろそろ身を固めたいと？
Sorry, I've just had a thought. What if Kuon is what if Kuon is Rini from the future? Let's continue. No, that's not really the main reason.
冗談ですよ、せつなさん。好きになってくださったんですよね、あの子。
Well, yeah.
そしてこれからも好きであり続けてくださるということですよね。
Yeah, that's right.
わかりました。
Kuon stops in her tracks. We've arrived at the far end of the beach, where the old boat is rotting in the sand.
せつなさん、一つだけ私に約束してください。
Okay, why am I getting red flags here? I feel like this is like a death flag.
この先の人生、何があろうとも必ずあの子のことを。
Wait a second, stop. Let me say it myself.
いくらでもお待ちしますよ。
Honestly, both Rina and Kuon have this habit of saying the most important things before I can say them myself. Phew. But this is something I have to put into words myself. She has to hear it from my own lips.
こちらに記録しておきますね。
I swear. I swear I'll make Rini happy. Nobody knows what the future will bring. That's why this isn't a promise, it's an oath. Please, Kuon. I was wondering what was happening there. I kneel down and press my forehead to the sand. Please let me marry her. I'll devote my entire life to making Rini happy, so...
頭を上げてください、せつなさん。
God damn, this is well Asian. And I kinda love it. But this is the least I can
い
do.
いんですよ、せつなさん。いいんです。
Something warm drips onto my head. They're tears.
私は幸せ者です。あなたがあの子のことをこんなにも愛してくれるだなんて。あの子はずっと過去にとらわれていました。私ではあの子の力になってやることができず、母親なのに我が子を幸せにすることさえできず。
I look up. Kuon's face is streaked with tears.
ありがとうございます、せつなさん。あの子に幸せを分けていただいて。
The tears flow endlessly down her cheeks, sparkling in the
なん
moonlight.
とお礼を言っていいか。どうやってあなたに報いればいいか。
I'm the one who should be expressing my thanks, Kuon. You're the one who had protected Rini up until today. It's thanks to you that I was able to see her
ど
again.
うかあの子のことをよろしくお願いします。
Yeah, I know. You protected her for so long, but now it's my
そ
turn.
してどうかどうかあなたも幸せに。あの子と二人で誰よりも幸せに。
Yeah, I'll do my best. I'd like to be able to boast that we're the happiest family in the world. And Kuon, you'll be part of that family too. Many difficulties have stood in our way, but once we managed to overcome them, we found happiness before we realized it. I'm sure many more difficulties await us, but when we overcome them, we'll surely find ourselves with more happiness than we could ever need. Island.
せつなさん、せつなさん。
ダメだ、こっちにもいやしね。ったく、こんな時にどこ消えちまったんだあいつは。
まさか。
心当たりがあんのか？
未来に強制送還されてしまったのではないでしょうか。
おいおい、まだあいつのヨタ話信じてたのかよ。
ヨタ話ではありません。未来人が過去に介入するととんでもないことになるんです。せつなさんはまさに今最高水準の禁忌を犯そうとしているわけですし。
おーいせつな、とっとと出てこねえとぶっ飛ばすぞ。
真面目に聞いてください。
お前な、最近あいつに影響されすぎなんだよ。こないだだってもう一人の未来人がどうこうって。
それを言うならお姉ちゃんこそ最近せつなさんを意識しすぎだと思いますが。
はあ？私のどこが？
帽子のコレクション増えてきてますよね。
Never wore that many hats before? What?
それはあれだ。本土に行くとついいろいろ目についちまってだな。
What?
言い訳無用です。失恋も人生経験の一つですし、何より今日はいい区切りかと。
Damn!
おらせつな、さっさと出てこねえとぶっ殺すぞ。
Damn! Sarah's firing fucking shots fired. Oh, sorry, I'm having a bad case of the runs.
まったく、そういうのは着替える前に済ませておいていただきませんと。
Why is Karen still wearing her school uniform?
ああ、一丁らがしわくちゃじゃねえか。
Like, seriously, why is she wearing the school uniform? Well, I guess the nerves are upsetting my stomach.
せつなさんでも緊張することがあるとは意外です。
Yeah, I'm surprised too, to be fair.
情けねえな。こういう時、男はドーンと構えてろよ。
Don't ask for the impossible. Everyone's gathered downstairs, right?
クオンさんなんて早くも目に涙を溜めて待機してましたよ。
Is she still wearing the hoodie? The thought of it is making my stomach churn.
気にすんな。別にあんたを見に来てるわけじゃねえから。
But isn't it my big day?
主役はもう一人の方かと。
あんたはただの脇役。つうかモブその1だ。
NPC? Bird! Well, that certainly makes it easier on the nerves, but where's the big star then?
先ほど着付けが終わったところです。そろそろ出てこられる頃かと。
We're gonna get an awesome CG, guys.
しかし、神社であの格好はありなのか？
What? Why? Don't ask me. That's what she wanted. What?
私はいいと思いますよ。母曰く、うちのモットーはリベラル&アナーキーだそうですし。
Liberty and anarchy? Dodge.
そりゃあいつ個人のモットーなんじゃねえのか。
That's pretty much her motto for her life.
島が変わってきているのですから、私たちも変わっていきませんと。
Let me guess. It's a traditional Western wedding dress.
けどさ、今まで続いてきたもんをぶっ壊しゃいいってわけでもねえだろ。
That's a good point.
お姉ちゃんにしては珍しい発言ですね。
I mean, Karen has a limit, right?
ああ、なんか最近歴史に興味が出てきてさ、古いもんも捨てたもんじゃねえなって。
That's good, yes. Not everything that's old is bad, and not everything that's new is good or whatever, right?
もちろん伝統は大事です。ですが、何より大事なのは、形式にとらわれて盲目的になるのを避けることです。
Oh, Sarah's spitting wisdom.
だから、私が言ってんのはそういうことじゃなくて。
What? Honestly, I don't know what brought this about, but for some reason the two have started a heated discussion. So it's a good thing that the girls are starting to put some thought into what the island should be like. By exchanging words and explaining their feelings, they'll be able to choose an even better future. That's how people change. It's how they can change the island and even the world. What? By having conversations? I mean, yes, and I don't know. Let's carry on. But I'll leave all that difficult stuff for another day. Yeah. Today's not the time for that. Oh shit.
ねえサラちゃん、このコルセット締めすぎじゃない？
Oh, looks like the star of the show has finally graced us with her presence.
あらセツナ、どうしたの？タキシードなんか着込んじゃって。今日何かあったっけ？
Har, 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 har. How about you? You look like you're ready to get married or something in that dress. To be fair, this is funny.
結婚？私が？まさか、これは普段着よ。
Why are they having this banner? It's kind of funny though. Damn, I see. That explains why it looks so natural on you.
あなたもなかなかよ。新郎だって言われたら騙されちゃうかも。
なあサラ、こいつらバカなのか？
I don't know what's going on either.
放っておきましょう。もはや何を言っても無駄かと。
Hey, I can hear you.
ね、見てて、セツナ。
Rini twirls around and the lace of her dress and veil sparkles in all the colours of the rainbow. Wow, you almost look like a real princess.
あら、知らなかったの？私はお姫様なのよ。あなただけの。ね。
That is the title of the stream. I'm your princess. Oh. I never imagined we'd end up this way.
予想もしてなかった？
I mean, I never imagined it either, to be fair. You've lucked out. I mean, this is the quote-unquote good ending, so... No, not at all.
しれっと嘘つかない。
What? Is it that obvious?
当たり前でしょ。あなたのことは何でもお見通しよ。
Or me? But you know, I'm not completely lying. The kind of happiness I wished for at first was much smaller. I thought I'd be happy enough as long as you're alive. And that, as long as you're happy, I'd be happy too. I know, I'm crying. Oh shit.
あのね、どうして披露宴のスピーチみたいになってるのよ。
I never thought the day would come that I'd see you in a wedding dress.
はいはい。もういいからそういうのは。
I feel bad for Nirvan. He would have wanted to see this. No, I mean it. The first part, at
ま
least.
ったく。あなたって人は。いいセツナ。私は生きているだけじゃ幸せじゃないの。あなたが隣にいてくれなきゃ。ね。
Yeah, I know. That's why we're standing here together right now. Having the ceremony we've always dreamed of. So what are we doing after this?
昨日散々確認したでしょ？下に集まってる人たちに挨拶して、それから島中の家を回るの。
Oh man, that sounds like a pain. Sounds like a pain in the ass.
文句言わない。あなたが望んだことでしょ？
Was it? You're the one who suggested it first.
じゃあ、やめる？
I'll follow you wherever you go.
やらしい。
Well, he's been trained.
なるほど。
Good. What?
こうやってさりげなく殿方を尻に敷いていくんですね。
勉強になるな。よし、私たちもいつか実践しようぜ。
Uh-oh. Did they realize I can hear
そ
them?
して最後にこの神社に戻ってきて、結婚指輪の交換。
Wow, after meeting everyone? Bloody hell. Finally happening, huh?
そう、ようやく。
I'm sorry I couldn't afford an engagement ring.
いいの。だってもう、もらったから。
Hmm? Huh?
それじゃあ行こっか。せつな。
She already received an engagement ring? Kuxel saying, welcome to the stream, Kuxel. No, yes. This is the good ending, quote unquote good ending. There is a true ending as well, so there's still a decent amount of stuff to go. The pure white flowers on her veil, bathed in sunlight, gently sway with every step she takes. Bathed in sunlight, just like our future. Of course, I feel uneasy, stepping into an unfamiliar, bright white world. I'm scared, not knowing what tomorrow is going to bring. But for now, I'll just revel in the moment. After all, it really is simply beautiful.
ねえ、やり残したことない？
No, I don't think I do.
私はあるわ。まだあなたと二人でかき氷食べてない。
Oh my god. Makes sense. Oh yeah, now that you mention it, why don't we stop by the old woman's place to have some on our way?
もう秋よ。とっくに終わっちゃったわよ。かき氷。
Oh, then I'll have to just take you next year.
来年か。いつまで続くと思う？
What, our marriage?
バカ。この世界のことよ。
So, that came out of nowhere.
あなたも言ってたでしょ？いつか氷河期が来るって。
Yeah, 20,000 years from now. Oh
も
yeah.
しかしたら、この星の歴史から見たら、人間の世界なんてすごく小さいのかも。
Wow, we're taking a massive step back in terms of how we're looking at
今
things.
のこの幸せも、すごくちっぽけなものなのかも。
Yeah, I think you're right. But I know that the world won't end that easily, at least not in our lifetime. But if, in some distant future, the world is in danger, if you ever get into trouble in a world like that, if you call out for help at the end of the world, I'll definitely come and save you.
本当？約束してくれる？
Yeah, I promise. After all, I'm...
タイムトラベラーだものね。アイランド。
Wow! That was the good ending. I enjoyed that. That was a nice ending. The epilogue was a nice little touch. I don't know. What do you guys think? Anyone watching this after the fact, or even watching now, leave a message, leave a comment. For anyone that's been following, I don't know who would be, besides the people in the chat, I don't know who would be following this Let's Play, but if you have been, first of all, thank you for watching this far. And second of all, yeah, do leave a comment. How do you find this quote unquote good ending? I quite liked it. I am now worried about doing what is regarded as the true ending, but we are going to do the quote unquote true ending. So let me just check something. Let me check the extras and the endings. Okay, Rene. So we've done all the endings. Now what it says is that I can go from... Let's do this. Let's see the settings. Let's see
お好みの設定をフローチャートを開きます。
Was it Midsummer or was it Rene? Midsummer. What does that... I can't... What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Time Traveler's Tale. There's one where I said I'll make Rene happy. Let's jump to the scene. Let's see what happens. I swear I'll make her happy. Nobody knows what the fuck.
この世界は見捨てると？この世界は見捨てると？
Ooh, this is interesting. Let's go back to the flowchart.
フローチャートを開きます。
I can't go back to this? Whoa? What's going on? Maybe I need to do a new run. So, yeah, do you not? Let's restart Midsummer. Whoa. No, let's go here. Right, yeah. Oh, let's go to next. We're jumping a lot here. Oh, this is a lot of jumping, guys. Right. So, what did we say? She has her reasons. She has her reasons. Oh, shit. There are unavoidable reasons why she is the way she is. Last night, Kuon told me that Rina's past is more complicated than most people's. Right, next. Yeah, I chose that right as well. Well. What? Are we getting the video now? What the fuck? Why is there two of these? The fuck? Wait, why is there two of these? Where are we in the flowchart? Oh shit! Swear I'll make Rina happy. Okay, we got that. What? Let me just check that. What happened there? Eh? I'm genuinely confused. It gave me two options. They were both the same though. Let's go back to this option. Let me check this. Right. I swear I'll make Rine. Oh shit! Oh, it's so subtle. It's so subtle. It's Rine, the one from the future. Fuck. I close my eyes and think back to my long journey. The past, the present, and the future. They all mingle together, forming a complicated web that shapes our world. However, everything started with a single girl. There's no need. There's only one answer possible. Rine and Rine, I thought it was meaningless to consider which one of them was the actual catalyst. But endings and new beginnings are always connected. In that case, there is only one answer. I swear I'll make Rina happy. She was the girl I met first, and the one I originally fell in love with. You'll probably laugh at me if I tell you this, but she and I are bound by destiny. We've always been. No, maybe it's more accurate to say that I've been reeling in the thread of destiny that she created. I've lived my life for the sole purpose of making her happy. That's why. I beg you, Kuon. Kneel down and press my forehead to the ground, to the sand. Please let me marry her. I'm the only one who understands her. The only one in this whole world. Rine needs me, and I need Rine. We both need each other in order to keep on living in this hopeless world. I'll keep on devoting my life to her happiness, so... That was said in a very sad tone. I feel something warm drip onto my head. Is it
あの
the
子と
same?
の結婚を許すことは私にはできません。
What? What? What the fuck is going on, guys? Her tone of voice is as cold as ice. Go on. I look up. Oh shit! The mother's face is filled with anger.
運命の糸でつながっていた。
What? What the fuck is happening? Like, what the guys, what the fuck is happening? Wait. I'm genuinely like... This is kind of freaking me out. I don't like where this is going. This is what's quote unquote the true ending.
「あの子を理解できるのはあなただけ」「これからも人生を捧げ続ける」「一体誰と勘違いしているのか知りませんが」
Tears sparkle in the moonlight beneath the hood that's pulled low over her eyes.
あの子は私の娘です。私のかけがえのない宝です。確かに私には母親として至らないところがありました。あの子を幸せにできなかったのは私の咎です。ですが、あなたにそんな風に言われる言われはありません。あなたが私とあの子の何を知っているというのですか。あの子を探すのにどれだけの忍耐が要求されたか。あの子を育てるのにどれだけの苦労があったか。あの子を小原家に預けるのがどれだけ苦痛だったか。
Wait, what?
あの子を産むのにどれだけの覚悟が必要だったか。その時あなたはどこにいましたか。あの子のそばにいてくださいましたか。どうしてあなたのような人があの子を幸せにできるでしょうか。
Man, where's Evangeli Donut? When I need to, like this is the answer that he was expecting. Fuck.
どうしてあなたのような人にあの子を任せることができるでしょうか。
Oh my god. This is... Holy shit. This is freaking mad, man.
「あの子は私の娘です。私だけの娘です。あなたには渡すわけにはいきません。
Damn cool.
話は以上です。以後二度とふざけたことは口にしないでください。
Where do we go from here? She just like over possessive? I don't even... With that warning, Kuan turns around, leaves at a brisk pace. That's not a brisk pace, she's like running away, man. What the fuck? What did I do wrong? This is supposed to be the true ending. Why is Kuan mad at me? Is it because I didn't consider her feelings before pushing mine upon her? No, it isn't that simple. The first thing I said was a mistake. Rine. I mean, I'm assuming you pronounced it a different way so she could tell. To Kuan, Rine is just Rine and nobody else. But before I realised that I'd started seeing her as Rine, that's what must have incurred her mother's wrath. How should I explain? How can I convince her that both Rina and I came from the future? No, the real issue comes before that. Didn't she say she gave birth to her, though? It would be the same as telling her that Rina isn't really her daughter. That would surely infuriate the mother even more. She said she gave birth to her, right? What the fuck is going on here? We met Rina in the future when she was 13. Wait, didn't they say that the mother, like in the future when we met her, wasn't the story that her mother like sliced open her belly and gave birth early? So that Rina could be saved? What the fuck is going on? I don't, oh my god, what is going on, guys? Mother? Yeah.
あの子を産むのにどれだけの覚悟が必要だったか。
Is Kuon a time traveler as well? Rina came from the future, so there's no way that Kuon could have given birth to her. I'm glad they're pointing this out.
あの子は私の娘です。私だけの娘です。
What is going on? Rina doesn't have a father in the first place, so there's no need to emphasize the fact that she's Kuon's daughter alone. What happened to the father again? Did they ever explain what happened to Rina's father in the future?
一体誰と勘違いしているのか知りませんが。
Kuon is the one who's got the wrong idea, not me. Right? What the fuck is what is
こ
going
ちらに
on?
記録しておきますね。
Oh, this is That's right, there's no other way to explain their uncanny resemblance. What? That's right, that's why it was so tough on Kuon and why it required so much courage. That's right, maybe I never really understood Kuon. Wait, what? What did we say? Yeah, they look like each other, right? She has to be her. Now that I think about it, the idea that she's not her biological mother makes no fucking sense. What the fuck is going on? I don't know. Maybe I never really understood Kuon. Island!
あらま、せつなさんじゃないですか。奇遇ですね、こんな時間に。
Things are getting well interesting. Holy shit.
私、ちょうど仕事が上がったところなんですよ。ちょっと一杯引っ掛けに行きませんか？
I don't trust you.
実はですね、最近いいお店がオープンしたんです。なん
What?
と、女の子が水着でお酌してくれるんですよ。
What? On this small island, there's a bar that just opened? No, I can't believe this.
あれ？せつなさん、いつもみたいにズバッと突っ込ん
No,
でく
she's
れないん
making
です
up.
か？
Grando Maria, I'd like to ask you something.
神主募集の件ですね。もちろん今も随時受付中ですが。
It's about Kuon. Oh. Her expression tells me that she knows something just as I'd expected.
しばらくお待ちいただけますか？秘蔵のウォッカをお持ちしますね。
Oh shit. She's getting the vodka out. Okay. No, I'd rather just hurry up and you hurry up and tell me.
ですね、せつなさん。
Maria leans closer to me with a tired expression on her face. Don't say you shouldn't rush a woman.
言いましたよね。私は仕事上がりなんです。毎日が輝いていた頃の話なんて、お酒でも入れなければできませんよ。
What the hell's wrong with you?
せつなさんもそろそろ大人の女性との付き合い方を学ばれませんと。
She's such a troll. How to treat grown-up women?
というわけで、ここからは大人の時間です。
With those suggestive words, Maria leaves the room before coming back.
せっかくですから水着に着替えてきましょうか。
I don't want to see a mom in a swimsuit. Mate, what the fuck's wrong with you? Why'd you keep one at the clinic? That's a good question.
そうそう。やはりせつなさんはそうでいてくださいませんと。
She finally leaves the room. Between us adults, huh? You're right. Maybe it's about time I grew up. My childhood, in which every day brought new excitement, has long since passed.
ではでは、乾杯といきましょうか。
Maria returns with 2 shot glasses that are filled to the brim with vodka. Oh, she's given us one. Oh, crap. A toast to what?
あらやだ、そんなの決まってるじゃないですか。はい、今日も一日お疲れ様でした。
After clinking our glasses together lightly, we both gulped down our shots. Cold liquid seems to freeze my throat at first before giving way to a burning sensation. It can't be good for your throat to do this over and over.
もう一杯いっちゃいますか？いっちゃいましょうか？いっちゃいます。
Are you having fun, Mario?
一日を何事もなく過ごせる。これ以上の幸せはありませんから。
What type of life do you live for that to be something to celebrate? Judging by the expression on her face, it doesn't seem like she's lying. Does this mean that once you grow up, you can only derive pleasure from the little things in life? Maybe. Or maybe.
それでクオンさんのことを聞きたいんでしたよね。
Yeah, that's right.
それではまず小原クオンの話から始めましょうか。
Maria loudly clears her throat before she continues.
小原クオンという人物について詳しい人はおそらく誰もいないでしょう。梅門病を患っており、めったに人前に姿を現さなかったためです。私や夏美でさえあの家に遊びに行った際に挨拶を交わしたことがある程度です。ただ子供心にどこか近寄りがたい雰囲気は感じていました。島での評判を聞く限り、ひどく保守的で古臭い考え方の持ち主だったそうですね。私たちがあの家に遊びに行っていたのは、もちろん彼女に会うためではありません。私と同じくらいの年頃の使用人の女の子に会うためです。
Right, so the original Kuon was like old enough to be Rine's grandmother.
「彼女には名前がありませんでした。それどころか、どこの出身なのかも、どうしてこの島に来たのかも覚えていませんでした。
Is Kuon actually the Rine from the future?
私たちは彼女のことをクーちゃんと呼んでいました。過去が殻から転じてクーちゃんです。
God, kids can be weirdly cruel.
明るく快活で、だけどどこか浮世離れしたところもある不思議な子でした。
A maid of the O'Hara family without her own past. A mysterious girl who drew the attention of the daughters of the 3 families. When was this exactly?
私が中学に上がったばかりでしたから、今から20年ちょっと前でしょうか。あ、今のはご内密にお願いしますね。私、この島では年齢不詳の山まで通ってますので。
Really, everyone's thinking of you as a creepy zombie right now.
そんなひどい。
Maria pretends to wipe away tears and downs another glass.
飲まなきゃやってられませんね、こりゃ。
Oh my god. Wow, she can really hold her liquor like a real middle-aged lady. What?
まあ、その頃まではいいんですよ、その頃までは。その頃の小原家には、こんな小さな赤ちゃんがおりまして、もちろんリンネちゃんのことなのですが、私や夏美は毎日のようにリンネちゃんを可愛がったものです。いつかこんな赤ちゃんが欲しいねなどと夢を語りながら、クーちゃんはほとんどつきっきりでリンネちゃんの世話をしていました。夜泣きがひどい時期には 目に大きなクマを作ってはムームーうなっていたのを覚えています。ですがその回あってか、リンネちゃんはとてもクーちゃんに懐いていました。クーちゃんにとっては大変だったでしょうが、同時に一番幸せな時期でもあったのではないでしょうか。ここから先は全く胸くその悪い話ですよ。小原クオンにとっては、リンネちゃんがクーちゃんに懐いたことが気に入らなかったのでしょうね。やがて二人に対する執拗な虐待が始まりました。
Both of them?
具体的なことは伏せさせてください。酒がまずくなります。
What the fuck?
それでもクーちゃんは頑なにあの家にとどまり続けました。小原クオンの矛先はいつしかクーちゃんからリンネちゃんに移っていきました。当時の小原家はあまりにもいびつでした。もっともガランド王家も人のことは言えないわけですが、小原家は常軌を逸していました。私や夏美は小原家への出入りを禁じられ、できたことといえば時折屋敷を抜け出してきたクーちゃんから近況を聞くことくらいでした。リンネちゃんに至っては会うことさえ叶いませんでした。そんな状況が何年も続いたんです。このままではクーちゃんは壊れてしまうのではないか、リンネちゃんは殺されてしまうのではないか。そんなある日、事件は起こりました。ちょうど今から10年前の夏、荒れ狂うような嵐の日でした。リンネちゃんが崖から海に転落し、行方不明になったんです。
10 years ago, so she was 13 years old.
3日後、近くの浜辺に流れ着き保護されました。ということに表向きはなっています。ここからはこの島では一部の人間しか知らない話ですので、どうか刹那さんもご内密に。事件の翌月、本土の港で身元不明の女性の遺体が上がりました。
Ohara Kuon, right?
おそらくは。
It wasn't just Rina who fell into the ocean.
断崖の上で何があったのかまでは私には分かりません。そもそもリンネちゃんが本当に転落したのかどうかすら今となっては。全容を把握していたのは事故の目撃証言をした則政さんだけでしょう。当時小原家はこの島の中心的存在で、島の実権は小原クオンが握っているようなものでした。
I remember one of the first times when we went to the shop or the stack stall or the stack stall on the island that does the shaved ice. I remember the old lady there said, "I remember a Setsuna from the past." And I think she mentioned Kuon and a Setsuna, or she mentioned it was like it was somehow insinuated that wasn't quite far into the past. And I remember thinking, what's she talking about, right? Like that's like a generation ago or something. And it was like something mentioned in passing, and it stuck with me to this point. I'm wondering.
当然そんな彼女がいなくなれば島の混乱は目に見えていました。そんな大人の事情を背景に、クーちゃんは小原クオンとして生きることを強いられました。
What? But wasn't Kuon a lot older than her?
島人に素顔を見せられず、声も聞かせられない生活は決して楽なものではなかったでしょう。ですがクーちゃんの苦境を知っていた私には、 彼女の覚悟を否定できませんでした。いえ、むしろ今もなお立派に小原久遠を演じ続けている彼女を尊敬さえしています。
But there's a big age difference.
実際私は偽りの生活に5年と耐えられませんでしたからね。
That's not something to be proud of.
問題はリンネちゃんの方です。浜辺で発見されたリンネちゃんの姿はかつてとは変わり果てていました。頬はこけ、手足は骨と皮ばかりで重度の栄養失調に陥っていました。
Moss was growing on her cheeks.
そればかりではありません。事故以前の記憶は半然とせず、あの人懐っこかったリンネちゃんがまるで別人のように内向的になっていました。正直私は本当にリンネちゃんなのかと疑ってしまいました。ですが、その後の彼女を観察していて気づきました。光に対する過剰な反応、物語の世界への執拗な逃避、幼少期の記憶の喪失、それらはすべて心的外傷後ストレス障害、いわゆる PTSD の典型的な症状です。リンネちゃんは虐待のトラウマから自分を守るために現実世界との間に壁を作ってしまったんです。
Nah, I still want to think about Kuon looks a lot like Rine. She can't. Why does Kuon look a lot like Rine?
しかしそれも時間が解決してくれたようでした。何年もかけて少しずつではありましたが、リンネちゃんは持ち前の明るさを取り戻していってくれました。
That must have been around the time she met the O'Hara family's eldest son, who was secretly being raised in that small hut on the rocky end of the beach. No, I don't. This doesn't make sense because it says that she was born into the family.
私たちはリンネちゃんのためにも、サラやカレンちゃんのためにも、二度とそんな悲劇を起こすまいと誓い合いました。
So I guess she didn't care about Setsuna. Wait, did she fall in love with her brother?
御三家という枠組み、ひいてはこの島を縛るしきたりが歪みの元凶であると考え、本土の人間を招き、島を変えていこうとしました。
The main cause of it. So we decided to try and change that by inviting some people.
ですが、結果は、刹那さんもご存知の通りです。5年前、リンネちゃんが再び行方不明になったことで、すべての努力は無に帰してしまいます。ガランドー家の不祥事やクルツ家の分裂が重なり、私と夏美は島を出ざるを得なくなりました。そして、クーちゃんは再び一人になりました。
Wait, you chose to leave though.
彼女がようやく掴みかけた人並みの幸せは海の泡となって消えてしまったんです。
Momoka already told me the rest of the story. Kuon never gave up and kept on searching for Rine, because Rine is the only family she has. Because Rine is her dear daughter.
さて、以上が私の知る小原クオンの物語ですが、刹那さんの疑問は解決しましたか？
When did you have Sarah then? Because Sarah's about this. No, Rine is older, right? Yeah, you've told me enough. What? Maybe Kuon knew that the boy named Setsuna was the one who'd started breaking down the walls around Rine's heart. Oh. So, this Rine is actually someone who was abused by her actual mum, Kuon. And that's why she can't remember anything about her. Right, guys. Oh my god. Kuon is actually the Rine from the future. That's what I'm thinking. And that Rine wasn't able to break them down herself anymore after losing him. 。 That's why she tried to encourage Rine's relationship with me. However, it wasn't Rine's happiness that I once swore to dedicate my life to.
私はずっと疑問でした。クーちゃんがリンネちゃんの世話をしていたのは使用人の仕事の一環であり、今母親として振る舞っているのはあくまで演技のはずです。それではどうして虐待を受けていたクーちゃんはあの家を、リンネちゃんのそばを離れなかったのでしょうか。どうしていなくなった小原クオンの代わりを、リンネちゃんの母親役を引き受けたのでしょうか。行方不明になったリンネちゃんを諦めることなく5年間も探し続けていたのはなぜでしょうか。
I'm trying to think about this. Did we not establish that this Rine is not related to Noru Masu or whatever?
結局リンネちゃんとは何者だったのでしょうか。それは私がバイモン病の原因に気づくきっかけでもありました。
It's a hereditary disease. Rine can't possibly be the daughter of Oharu Norimasa, who had the progressive variant.
先に謝らせておいてください。これはもしかしたら私の下世話な邪推に過ぎないのかもしれません。ですが、私の中にはもはや疑う余地は残されていません。リンネちゃんはクーちゃんの実の子供です。
When I think about this, does this mean that Kuon, so as I've said before, I think Kuon is actually the Rine from the future who came back to the past, ended up like on the beach, ended up taken on as a maid by the Ohara family. Did she fall in love with Setsuna, the son of the Ohara family? But if she had a kid with him, wouldn't the child definitely have soup blight syndrome? And that also means that Kuon doesn't have soup blight syndrome. Because if she is the Rine from the future, the Rine from the future didn't have soup blight syndrome. No, but you can have a daughter that doesn't have soup blight syndrome. It's just that if you have a son, they will definitely have soup blight syndrome. So what are the stories that this current Rine is talking about of Setsuna? Kuon gave birth to Rine herself, but had to give her up to the Ohara family. That's why she tried so hard to provide Rine with a home here on the island, even if it meant living a lie herself. Motherly love, the wish for her child to be happy, was what made her to go that far.
となると、次の疑問が湧いてくるのは当然ですよね。
Who's the father? I think it's Setsuna. I think it's the Setsuna who died.
リンネちゃんの父親は一体誰なのかという。
Maria sends me a mischievous but piercing look.
実は私、最近になって心当たりのありそうな男性に出会っちゃいまして。ルール違反ではあるのですが、コネを使ってその方とリンネちゃんの DNA 型鑑定をさせていただきました。
Me?
その結果がこちらになります。
Maria casually hands me an envelope from the pile of paper on the desk.
先週届いたばかりの出来たてほやほやです。まだ封も切っていません。今、見ちゃいますか？
She dangles the envelope in front of my face, as if she's baiting a kitten. No thanks, it wouldn't change anything if I knew. Mate, the story of Ohara Kuan, as told by Maria, is much grander and more heroic than the adventures of Sanzen Kai Setsuna. It's a story of a mother fighting for the sake of love.
その時あなたはどこにいましたか？
I don't appear in that story.
あの子のそばにいてくださいましたか？
I don't have the right to play a role in it.
なんだ、つまんないの？
I don't mind if you look at it yourself, if you're that curious. Just don't tell anyone. Especially not Rine.
いくら私でもそこまで野暮じゃないですよ。それではこれは責任を持って破棄しておきますね。
Wait. No, you fucking shit. Oh, for fuck's sake. I don't know anyone less likely to ever mention the word responsibility.
あら、私は一人知っていますよ。
What? Yeah, Setsuna. Really?
そんな顔をしないでください。冗談ですよ、冗談。いいですか、せつなさん。
Maria leans into me with a serious expression.
私はサラを、実の娘を放置したまま5年間も放浪していた人間です。
Well, at least you're aware of that, self-aware.
あの子には恨まれていると思っていました。殺されてもおかしくないとさえ考えていました。ですが、あの子は笑って許してくれました。それどころか、やりかけの仕事を残して戻ってくるとは何事かと怒ってさえくれました。
Finished her work.
人にはこの世に生まれ落ちたからにはやり遂げなければならないことがあります。私の場合、それはバイモン病の治療法を見つけることです。
Evangeli Donut. Have a look at the Discord channel. I've just posted some screenshots of what you missed. And you've missed a fucking doozy, man.
決して他人に誇れる仕事ではないでしょう。バイモン病とは、この島の外では認知すらされていない病気なのですから。そんなもののために島を捨て、子を捨てた私が、人間として最低であることは疑いようのない事実です。もしかしたら、もっとスマートなやり方があったのかもしれません。あるいは、母親であることを優先するべきだったのかもしれません。
Okay, Evangelo Donut, I am going to give you a summary of what Maria has just told us. So after we had that chat with Kuon, we went to Maria and we're like, what's going on here? What's up with Kuon? She told us a story, a bit more detailed than we've heard before. So there was a real Ohara Kuon who was a lot older. She was a lot older, right? She was old enough to be like she's like the generation before Maria and current Kuon. And she was a very old-fashioned and a pain-in-the-ass person. Kuon apparently mysteriously appeared as a young girl and on the island and was taken on as a maid by the Oharas Yeah, she was abusive to Kuon and Rine. So Rine was born. Like, so I think Kuon was pretty young, right? I mean, yeah, Kuon was pretty young. And Rine was born at some point. And Kuon took care of her as the maid. Sorry, Ku, we'll call Ku, right? As in current Kuon. And the original Kuon we'll call Kuon. So Ku took care of Rine. Kuon, the original Kuon, started getting abusive with Ku and Rine. And then, but Ku would refuse to leave the house. And Rine, eventually Kuon was aiming at Rine, right? So something happened. And it was when Rine went missing for 3 days. I think she fell in the sea from the cliff. They found her after 3 days, and like some bad had happened, right? And apparently, at that point, it's insinuated that Kuon actually died. She fell into the sea and she was found on the mainland, dead. So what happened was Ku had to pretend to be Kuon from then on. Now we have noticed that Rine and Kuon look very similar. And the Evan J don't say I was tuning in and out, just missed that part about Kuon yelling at him. Yeah, Ku for empty. Yeah. Yeah, they found her with algae on her face and she was alright, okay, you were paying attention. So the insinuation is Rine is actually Kuon's daughter, right? Now the question is who's the father? And I suspect the father is the Setsuna that we have talked about in the past, the one who died. And the Rine we know now, the stories she's telling us, I think are actually the stories for Kuon. I think Kuon's either told her that or something, right? I think Kuon is the original Rine from the future. I think she came to the past. She came too far into the past. She was turned into a maid. I think she met Setsuna. Setsuna, who's the actual son of the original Kuon and Norimasu. And I think they fell in love. And I think she had a child with them who ended up being Rine. She had to raise Rine in the household. And the reason why they didn't kick Rine out as a child is because she was actually like, you know, a descendant of their son. So that's why they kept Rine. That's why they were interested in Rine. Because Kuon said she was in love. I remember she talked about it. She said she was madly in love for the person, Rine, and she, yeah. So this is fucked up. Oh no. And that's why she lost her shit. She's like, why did you come now? Because Rine, so in the good ending, Rine talked about having fallen in love with the Setsuna of the past, and then like waking up. She couldn't remember the far future where she came from, but she'd fell in love with him, and then she was alright falling in love with us because we were like that Setsuna. But yeah, I think what actually happened was, oh my god, Kuon was the Rine from the future. Anyway, let us. Right, right, we've hit the 2-hour mark. I need to save this
こ
first.
ちらに記録しておきますね。タイトルに戻り
We're
ます
gonna go
ね。
to the title. I need to see where we are in this.
おまけ画面に CG を鑑賞します。
Oh, there's too much to go. We didn't have the angry. Wait, do we have the angry? Oh. Do we have the angry Kuon? Yeah, damn.
タイトルに戻りますね。
Mate,
アイランド。
my mind is being blown by this. First of all, Kuon is best girl. Where is this gonna go? Not gonna end well. Anyway, this is good. I'm actually really enjoying this. God, why could they not have made Winter this good? I don't know. Like, do you know what? If we didn't have to go through Winter, I would be thoroughly enjoying this. I like this payoff. I like what I'm having to think about this. I'm thinking back to the past, and there's little hints here and there. There was a Setsuna mentioned by the old lady at the shaved ice shack shop, who mentioned, "Oh, I remember Kuon with Setsuna or something." She said something, right? And I was like, "What? A Setsuna from the past?" She's like, "Oh, I remember years and years ago when I was younger of a Setsuna." Or something, and I was like, what's she talking about? And that must have been the Setsuna who was the actual son of the Oharas, and he must have came with Ku. Evangelii, I don't think, pretty sure Winter was made by a different writer. Do you know they could have wrote it? They could have wrote it differently. They could have got rid of the, or they could have the same setting, less jokes with Karen, like make it serious. Have them joking, but not joking about her, what she has to live as. Just joking about, the banter that they have of her getting annoyed at him for shit. I don't like why they made her the prostitution she has to do, the butt of jokes. It was not funny. They could have fucking slashed a whole bunch of story, and instead of, like, I think I really wish that Rene was a bit older. But I'm trying to think how they would have made this all work. They could have made this work. They could have made her 18. And then she went to the past. That would have made sense for her to have had a kid at 18. I mean, still young. But and then she had to go through what she's gone through right now up to this point. I think that would have worked a lot better. They didn't have to have her so young. But having said that, if she was 18 at the time, I suppose they're trying to make you think that they're trying to make you think other things. I don't know. I wish she was a bit older. No, even then it would have been fine. Like, I think the jokes with Karen were just too much. And the story was too fucking long, and there was no options, so you couldn't easily skip between scenes or anything. It was too big a chunk of just story, which dragged on for a lot. Anyway, I like where this is going. Pretty sure I want to different, but think of the writer's fetish. Anyway, I'm gonna be honest. I really like where this is going for this true ending. I like that they had the good ending. I like the good ending. It was a nice ending, and I'm liking this true ending. So. Props, like, this is, do you know what? I would give this a good rating overall. Get rid of the winter section. Like, not get rid of it, but just, like, really chop at it. I don't know. Like, make it have some options, break it up a little bit, and just, like, don't make fun. Like, it's supposed to be, I don't know. That it really needs some work, right? Evangelii saying, don't forget Setsuna brought down a whole survival common. Do you know what? Yeah, and don't make it that Setsuna destroys everything in the future. I don't know how. He did, right? Why did they have that? Why? Right. I'm not going to say too much. Now, I've already said too much. Let's see where this goes, and then we can have a chat about it at the end, right? I think we're quite close to the end. Going by the
お
CGs.
まけ画面に行きます。CG を鑑賞します。
Going by the CGs, we are, well, it says 80% complete, right? I think we can definitely do this in one sitting. I might do this on Friday instead of a sketch thing, because I kind of want to get,
タイトルに戻ります
kind of
ね。
like
アイランド。
really into this. Evangelion is saying, why I don't know, but Setsun is a shitbag. He can be a lovable rogue, right? I think that's what you're trying to go with. I think it's just he does, like, there's points where he just goes too far, and it's just like, no. Look, Evangelion, I'm gonna be honest, right? I quite like where this is going. Maybe because I've always had a soft spot for Kuon, and I think this is actually bearing fruit. This is the Kuon is getting her time, and I think this is just going to prove at the end of the day that I was right and Kuon is best girl. You want to say we should try to understand for a man should not turn. I need to think about what to do after this actually and how we're going to do things. But that is a thought for another day. That's why I'm not knocking your enjoyment. I just really don't like. Yeah, I don't like winter. I think there's important things of winter that we need. We need to, you know, we need to know about what happened in the far future, what caused him to come back, right? How he met Rene of the future. I think these are important things in the storyline. They're just gonna do it differently, and I don't know. I mean, maybe there'll be a payoff. So that's the word. I think we're getting a payoff with Kuon, now. And if what I'm saying is true, then Kuon doesn't actually need to wear that hoodie. She doesn't have Soup Blight syndrome. Because if she is who I think she is, and if she recognized when I said Rene, the other Rene, because why would she get angry? Why would she get so angry? If I said a slightly different name, she'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? She went mental because she knew who I was talking about. Oh, this is awesome. I actually winter was almost worth this. Sorry, this was almost worth going through winter. No, not winter was all. This was almost worth going through winter. Oh my god. I'm really enjoying this. I didn't think I would. Anyway, fuck. Right, let's leave this here for now. Thank you everyone for joining me on the stream. I hope those all the viewers out there who are viewing this now, after the fact, whenever, I hope you've enjoyed this. I'm looking forward to hopefully finishing off Island in the next part of the playthrough. Evangelion is saying, I guess I hit it on the mark when I called her Kuon the Grudge. You did. But yes, let's leave it there for tonight. I am Ash. I am Ash Mannix. I'm fucking lost for words. This is Island, and I'll hopefully see you guys next time. See ya.